Hey everybody, here we have set up the solo variant for Architects of the West Kingdom. Today we are playing as Caroline against the more difficult Helena. Of the two solo variant options, Constantine, Helena is more difficult. The only thing that makes her more difficult is her end game. She gets more scoring for workers in the guild hall. Constantine gets 1, Helena will get 3 points for each one there. So, I chose Caroline, and although the solo does have specific setup rules of starting virtue, silver, buildings, yada yada yada, I am going with the variable powers and variable starting things here. I just find that games that have a variable setup seem to be a little bit more enjoyable for me, because as you will see as you play out Architects, your beginning steps of the game are almost always gonna be the same. You've got a couple options here. It's good, it's quality play, but it's gonna be kind of the same each time. So these variable starting things are key to making the replayability of this game what it is. So if you start the same every single time on the generic side of the board, your beginning is going to be really the same every single time. If every single time I play I do the 7 virtue, 3 silver, 5 buildings, like, it's gonna just, I'm gonna play it out the same way each time. Here I have debt, I have workers in jail, I have 10 gold, and I have a marble. It's a way different starting experience for me. Yeah, normally I'd be starting at 7. I'm at 3 now, virtue. So I do get this benefit, but I'm at the -5, and I can't build in the guild hall yet. So if I just played the same way every single time, I wouldn't have to deal with that issue right off the bat, on top of the great Automa deck that is built. Okay? All right, enough pre-show complaining or justifying in my mind. Setup is pretty much the same everywhere else. We've got our 5 benefits for building on the cathedral. We drew and did our apprentices, and we're gonna stick with drawing 5 buildings, keeping 3, discarding 2. So let's go and do that right now. Okay, here are the ones we drew. I think Caroline's ability of being able to draw a building every time she takes a black market action is going to cause us to have to make sure that we can live in this little area of the virtue track. We want to be able to build on the guild hall whenever we want. We're going to want to be able to take the market actions, so we're going to want to live in here. And we start low, so we definitely need to build up here a little bit. So do we have any buildings that are going to let us get some virtue? Yeah, absolutely that one. With starting buildings, I either think about what's going to be similar to what I'm already kind of gathering, so that I can just bulk up in one area and try to get as many resources of that real quick before Helena captures them. Uses the town center to capture them. So if I'm going to go with this one, I'm going to look for some more brick and ore. Well, this one's got some ore, but nothing else matches. End game, victory point for 1 virtue for, so maybe that could be my last little jump up into some victory points there, perhaps. At the end game, virtue for every paid debt. Hopefully I'm not getting very many debts. This is a very timing based one, the barracks. At the time of building it, I can either release from theirs or I can capture. And then 1 virtue per gold. That's kind of nice. I think I want to go with the easiest stuff I can do. Here I'd have to get a lot of brick, but maybe it's worth it. But it is only 4 victory points. Alright, we're going to go with church. We're going to go with let's go with the barracks, because I like this idea of being able to capture or release. And I gotta take one more. Let's just keep going with the reservoir. And maybe, nah. Let's do this. Let's do this one here, the trading post. All right, so I discard these back, and these will be the 3 that I work with. The rules, in multiplayer, have the cards down so no one can see them. These are gonna be my reserve area, and when I build things, I'm gonna put them on this side of my player board. Okay, so we drew. We discard our other 2, which means we put them underneath the deck, and it is gonna be our turn first. Okay, so I think I would like to, looking at our apprentices, I like the illusionist a lot, because he's going to knock away that virtue. So then I can start taking the black market without going down on the virtue track anymore. So then the only thing I have to make sure is I don't go too high, so that I can continually take that, because I want to take advantage of this, so I can discard for Guildhall, or I can just cycle through based on the goods I have, the resources I have. So I like the idea of the illusionist a lot. I'm wondering if I got to get a lot. Oh no, I don't. I bypassed the lots of brick. Otherwise, I would have needed the miner. Although I am going to need all 3 different builder types in order to build. So is there one specifically that I want right now? I've got 10 gold, so I have, or 10 money, whatever. It's not really gold. It's silver. So I've got plenty to go to the workshop. So the question is, do I want to get? Yeah, let's do that. I think no. Let's hold off on that. Let's start building what we need. We need lots of wood. We need 6 ore, and we need 5. So yeah, let's start building here. And let's go with, I'm going to do it. I'm changing my plans. Okay, so this says I paid 2 to the workshop, or 2 to the taxes, and I paid 2 to the bank. And I'm going to take the miner. I just want to get more bang for my buck when I start taking there, because I have to get gold, I have to get brick. Here, when I take a gold, I'm still going to be able to get a brick. So there's my one of 6 apprentices. You can have 6 apprentices and 6 buildings out in your hand before you have to discard one. All right, so that was my turn. It's going to be real quick back and forth here once we start moving, because on the AI's turn, on Helena's turn, it's really simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to flip a card. I'm going to put a worker in that area. In the town center, it tells me I'm going to capture all of the workers from the location with the most workers. So he goes here, or she goes here, Helena goes here. She's going to add, whenever you see this dark, or the light one, you're going to add it to the tax stand. And then the only place I have a worker is in the workshop. So he's going to capture the 1. She's going to capture the 1. I forgot to reload my workers, or my apprentices. Okay, illusionist is closer, so, but she got rid of my 1, so I still can't reach it. I have to place a money there if that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to go to the mines and take advantage of my miner. So I get to collect 1 brick plus 1 per, so that's 2, plus a 3rd one because of my miner. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna flip over again, just real quick, back and forth. Black market, and that's what I was afraid of. As I was putting my miner down there, I was thinking, oh, you really should take advantage of these black markets, because that's what she does. I'd start getting building cards. That's 2 actions in one. So Helena must have heard my thoughts. She's gonna block the most beneficial but most costly. And she ignores like everything here. She's just going to do what it says here. Because this one's open, this is the first one she's going to try. She's going to get 2 marble and lose 1 virtue. So she's going to get 2 marble added on. And marble are just going to be victory points for her at the end of the game. And she is going to have a nice stack on this board. And then she's going to lose 1 virtue. She is not affected by these symbols at all, the not being able to take a black market and not being able to build, and that's depicted here. So you know that she's not affected by that. She's going to be able to build on the cathedral, take the black market no matter what her virtue is. Alright, and now we're all the way back to my spot, and I was going to take the black market, but I think at this point I'm going to first get my illusionist. I have to pay one, and since he's one away, I have to put a silver on the apprentice before him, and I'll take my illusionist. Okay, I can't forget that I have to pay 2 to the tax stand and 2 to the bank. And instantly I'm going to lose. Oh, I only needed to pay 1 to the tax stand, actually, because I was already at a -1. I automatically lose 1 virtue, but now on, and it's not the tax stand, it's only going to be help me or affect me when I'm in the black market itself. So let's go ahead and refresh this. I am interested in this debt collector. I haven't seen that card come out yet. I like the idea of getting resources for paying off debts. Another jeweler we got. Okay, so that was our turn. We're now on to Helena's. Excuse me. King's storehouse. So when Helena goes to the storehouse, she gets 1 virtue per worker, so she's going to move up 1 virtue there. Okay, now we're all the way back to my spot again. I have my illusionist, so might as well take advantage of this black market. Spend 1 coin to get a marble and a wood. And remember, her ability, whenever she takes the black market, she is going to take a building card. And here, if I build the fortress, I lose 2 virtue, but I get to capture twice. Okay. Oh, and I have the 2 marble, and I have the 3 brick, so I just need a woodworker and then some ore and gold. Alright, here we go. Helena, she's going to go to the town center again, so she places 1 worker there. She places 1 money in the tax stand, and she's going to capture from the place I have the most. They're all equal with 1. Well, they don't take from the black market. Oh no, yes. Any of the large circles, excuse me. Excluding the tax stand. They want to rest from the tax, or capture from the tax stand. So we've got to check ties. The highest is mines. So she's going to take this worker and capture him. Alright, so I was kind of starting back over with my goods. I guess I'll go back into the mines because I still need 3, 5, 6, 7. I would like a gold so I can move up on the cathedral, start getting some of these bonuses. So I'm going to go there and I get 3 brick again. 1, 2, 3. 1 for going there, 1 for the worker, and 1 for my miner. Okay. Helena's turn is the workshop. Okay, so she pays for when you take the workshop, she's going to place the worker in there. She is going to pay 2 to the tax stand, and she's going to remove the first card on the top, whatever has an X on it. Any coins just go back to the bank, and we move them over and set them up. Okay. All right, we're running a little bit low on money, so we might want to do that tax stand. Another way to get money is to capture. I won't be able to capture. I don't have money to capture. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so I've got my, let's get some gold coming in, right? Let's not worry about it. We got some time to play. So I've got my 2, so 1 gold per 2 workers. I can take 1 gold, and I also get 1 brick. And that's going to really help out with maybe going to the King's storehouse and upping my virtue so I don't linger down here and not be able to build on the guild hall. So I've got my gold. I could, once I get some ore, build the fortress. I'm getting closer to being able to build the barracks or the trading post. Alright, our quick turns are over. It's back to Helena. She's going to go back to the King's storehouse. She's got 2 there now, so she gets 2 virtue. 1, 2. Okay. We're back to me again. I'm worried about this money. I'm worried about my money situation and my virtue situation. Carolina started all Caroline, I'll start it at a 3, so it's already very low. How can I get virtue? King's Storehouse, I have to trade 2. I could trade 2 bricks at this point to move up 1. I'd have to do it 1 action, but then for each worker there, I'd be able to do the actions more. Do I go to the tax stand and just... Yeah, let's go to the tax stand. Get that money. That's a lot of money. So we're going to lose 2 virtue, 1, 2, to take that money. Because I'm going to need money to get guys. I'm going to need money to get more apprentices and such. Okay? So now it is Helena's turn. She is going to place her first worker in the guild hall. And when they take the first action possible, moves their top player marker 1 space up the cathedral and discards the top reward. Now, this symbol, every symbol on here usually means that they get that thing. I'm going to move her up 1 virtue. It doesn't necessarily say to take this, but that's what the way I'm assuming. Because if it was this action, she couldn't move up anymore. She would take a marble. So I'm assuming she gets a virtue and moves up on the cathedral. So she moves up on the cathedral. She discards one of the benefits. She places her first worker here, which is 3 points, and then she moves up 1 on the virtue track. Okay, so now it's my turn. I've got the money. I could, before I go to the storehouse to get some virtue, it might be nice to get this merchant to start getting some wood, because I'm going to need 6 wood eventually if I want to build the barracks. Plus, no, I already have that symbol. I'm missing the iron worker, the stone cutter. He's 3 away though, so that's going to be, well, it's just 1 more. Do I do it? I already am paying 2 less there, so might as well, yes. So I'll put it here. I can reach 2, so I have to pay 1, 2. I have to pay 1 to cover. Now I can reach. So I have to pay 2 to the bank. I don't pay any to the workshop because I am just an evil person. My virtue is just about the lowest it can go. But now I've got the stone cutter. Now I've got all 3 symbols. I can build anything, and I can start going to the quarry in order to and benefit from going to the quarry. So let's refill with our worker, our conspirator. Okay, so that's my turn. So now Helena goes back to the king's storehouse. She's going to place 3 and move up 1 per. 1, 2, 3. So you can see if I don't keep control of that storehouse by possibly capturing them, she's going to max out on that virtue track pretty quickly. Alright, so we can start if we want to. We have 2 options. We can either focus on these goods or focus on getting our virtue up. Our virtue is so low. It's gonna take me 1, 2, 3, 4 more virtue before I can actually build on the cathedral. So let's start getting some goods. Let's go to the quarry. So I'm gonna get 1 and 2 because of my stone cutter here. So I get 2 ore. So now we take Helena's turn. She's gonna arrest someone. She puts 1 in the town center. She puts a money in the tax stand. And where do I have the most? I've got a tie for the workshop and the mines. Let's see what the top. Yep, it's the mines. I think it's the same list every time, but she captures those 2 workers. All right, now it's my turn. I'm down to 3 workers. I should be able to get all those workers back once I finish the guardhouse. So how quickly do I need to go over there? Not too quickly. Is there anything specifically that I want to do? Again, I said I was going to get goods, so let's keep getting goods. We need a lot of ore, so let's keep building on that ore. Rock, whatever it is. So I get 2, 3 because of my stone cutter. 3 more. So now I'm sitting at 5. I could officially afford this fortress, but that's going to give me 2 dat. I need another gold to be able to afford the trading post. I should be able to afford the church now. Ooh, let's me discard 1. Maybe I should do this before I do the church. Take advantage of that skill. Okay, let's see. Helena is next. She's gonna arrest some more people, or capture. I don't know. It's the same term. She puts 1 there, adds another coin to the And I now have the most at the workshop and the quarry, and it is the quarry next. So those 2 workers are gone. So as you can see, she's capturing pretty quickly. So I've got enough money here. I need to put 2. I'm only going to be able to get 1 action out of the guardhouse, meaning I'd only be able to do 1 thing, which we pull my guys out. 1 more black market, and that will trigger the black market refresh, which then would give me a debt because I have the most workers in the guardhouse. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to take all these workers back, because if Helena pulls a black market, I'm going to take a debt, and I don't want to lose 2 points. And now it's Helena's turn, and it's the workshop. She adds 2 coins to the tax stand and removes the lower apprentice and discarding the coin that was on him. Go ahead and move those over and refill with a gatekeeper. Okay. Alright, so now it's my turn. I've got money, I've got workers. Are there any apprentices I want? Yes, I think I want to do... Go to the workshop. I'm going to spend 2 coin, and I'm going to get the merchant so I can start getting some wood for a coin every time I go to the king's storehouse. And that gives me 4. I believe I'm allowed 5 apprentices and 6 buildings out. So go ahead and move these other ones over. Okay, I've got 3. Oh, I might go back and just get this merchant and be done with it and get some wood and ore every time I go to the storehouse. But let's see what Helena does first. She's going to go to the guardhouse. Okay, and she gets to do 1 action, as many actions in this order for how many workers she has. This was her first worker that she just put there. So first she's going to check to see, can she collect any workers from the jail? Nope. Now she's going to put any captured workers into the jail, and if she does, she gets a marble. So she now has her 3rd point there. So now it's my turn. Do I want to go collect those workers too? I really don't want the debt. Although if I build the church, I can just discard that debt. I think I might be ready to go to the king's storehouse and start getting my virtue up. I do want to build. Maybe I build again. I'm holding off on I'm holding off on building this because I want to take advantage of the debt. So is there something else I could build? 1, 3, and 2. So I need another gold to build the train post. Here I would lose these 2. 3, 4, 1, and 2. Okay, let's build that fortress, and I get to capture twice. Helena's got a 3 and a 4. That's 7 gold I could get. Let's do this, and I did get all 3 builder types, the woodworker, stoneworker, and I think it's mason. So let us build then. So we're going to place our first guy in the guild hall. We're going to build our fortress. So we need 3 brick. 1, 2, 3. We're going to need 4 ore. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need 1 gold and 2 marble. It's quite the expensive build. And you guys are just hearing me put everything away. You could watch me put it all away. So I've built this one. So immediately I get to capture 2. So I'm going to capture from the king's storehouse. I'm going to capture from the town center. Okay. Now I lose 2. I'm already down as far as I can go, so I'm going to take 2 more debts. And I forgot that I already had this 1 starting debt. So now I'm at -6 points for debt. So that's something I got to start thinking about. Okay, but I got my first 12-point building out there. And now I can start focusing on the next task. Okay. So now we're on Helena. She's going to go to the tax stand. She's going to go tax stand. She discards all the money in the tax stand. She goes down 2 virtue, 1, 2, and she gains a marble. Victory point for her. All right, so we've kind of Lessened our goods. I would like to. Oh, I should be able to do two actions. I can collect my workers from the guardhouse, and I can sell them for coin. Let's do that, because one more black market action, and we would have to take another debt. So we're gonna take our workers. We're gonna sell these workers, one for each gold, or one silver for each worker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 7. So they go up here, and I collect 7 gold. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, very good. We took care of that. We've got workers and gold. So now we got to think about getting virtue and goods. Town center for Helena. So she is going to workshop is where I have my most workers. Yes. So she captures those. My turn. I think I'm gonna go to the. Can I build again? 3 and 3. Nope. So I've got to go to the quarry. That will give it to me. So if I go to the quarry, that's gonna give me 2. 1 for the quarry, 1 for my stone cutter. So now I'd have 3 and 3, which means I could build the church and discard one of the debts. That'd be nice. But then I'm going to be very short on goods and have to make that my focus moving forward, if that's what I want to do. All right, Helena. King's storehouse. So she's going to move up 1 because that's her first one. I cleared everybody out of there. My turn. I am going to build. So I put my worker in the guild hall. And I'm going to build the church. It takes me 3 brick and 3 ore. I automatically get to discard a debt. Discard doesn't mean I paid it. Doesn't mean I don't get this virtue. I just get rid of it. And I gain a virtue. Okay. Now it is Helena's turn. She is going to go to the guardhouse. So she's going to have 2 workers in there, which means she gets to do 2 actions. So she's going to collect her workers. That's her first action. And then she's going to, second action, send the captured workers to the guardhouse for a marble. Okay. Back to my... And you see here, like, we're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's so fast, these turns. Let's get back to it. I think we're needing virtue. And to get virtue, we need to go to the king's storehouse. So we've got the money to get some things here. Let's do it. We're going to go here. And when you go there, your apprentice actions and your board actions can happen at any time. So I can do this first. Pay 1 to get 2 wood. And then I'm going to use those 2 wood right away to turn in for a virtue. Because I feel like I want to start building on the cathedral. So that was my action. The next time I'll be able to do that twice because I'll have 2 workers there as long as she doesn't capture them. So Helena's going to the guild hall. She's going to join there. She's going to move up 1, discard 1, and move up 1 virtue. She's only going to take a marble if she can't move up any further. Back to my turn. I am going to... Do I do it again? I need to get some gold. So let's first get some... our mine going. So I get 1 for it, 1 for the worker, 1 for my miner. So I got 3 brick. She's going to go to the guardhouse. Okay. So now she can do 3 of these actions. She doesn't have any workers to pull back. She doesn't have any captured workers. I don't have any captured workers. So she can pay 3 to move up. She's going to put 3 in the tax stand to either get rid of a debt or move up on virtue. She's going to move up on virtue. She's maxed out on virtue, and she is And she doesn't have any debt, so there's no reason to keep taking action. She could have taken that action 2 more times if she had more debt or needed more virtue, but she doesn't, so she's going to stop there. And now we're back to my turn. Trying to decide, do I want to keep climbing in this virtue? Because I want to start building the guild hall. I also want gold. So let's get that gold right now. So we're going to go here. We're going to get a gold and a brick. Good. And now Helena is going to go. Tax stand, return the coins to the supply and receive the following. 2 less virtue and a marble. So she's going to go down 2 virtue and gain another marble. You see her stack is growing. Okay, my turn now. I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend 1 to get 2 wood thanks to my merchant. And I can take 2 actions here. So I'm going to get rid of 2 brick to move up 1. And I'm going to get rid of a brick and a wood to move up the other one. Those are my 2 actions. So 1 more time up, I can then discard this gold and start moving up on the cathedral, which means I need to get some ore and some wood so I can move up twice, which would be really nice. Okay, so now we're on Helena. Black market gains rewards below rather than those on the board. This market is taken, so she's going to take the second market, and that we're going to add one of the future schemes from the discard pile to this pile. So it's going to be a little bit stronger of a thing, and another addition to when I reshuffle, I might play this future scheme. So she's also going to lose 1 virtue as well. And by placing the worker there, we trigger the black market refresh, which means everyone who's in the black market and goes to jail is going to lose a virtue. So all that work I did to get up there is negated. I have the most workers, so I'm going to take an extra debt. And then we're going to flip our market. Ooh, that gold looks really nice. I'm going to definitely go there. I thought I was going to go to the black market a lot more and haven't. Maybe I need to start doing that and just refreshing it, taking my characters out of there and running that black market hard. Maybe that's the change we make here once we can do the guild hall. Okay, so that's the end of Helena's turn. It's my turn now, and I am going to do that. I'm going to take that black market, spend the 1 I don't have to move down because my illusionist, and I get 2 gold. I like that a lot. Alright, so Helena needs to shuffle her cards. Give me 1 second. Okay, we've shuffled up, and it is time. And she's going to take the guardhouse action. She can take up to 4 actions. She has 4 workers there. So the first action is to recall her workers to her board. She doesn't have any captured workers. She doesn't need to release any workers. So now she's going to put 3 coins to move up. 1, 2, 3. That's 1. She could take 2 more actions. She'll do it 1, 2. So we add 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So she moved her virtue up and loaded the tax stand up. All right. My turn. I am going to... I think I'm going to take this other black market here. I have to pay 3. 1, 2, 3. And I get 2 wood and 2 marble. Okay. Helena is going to place in the guild hall. And she can still move up and discard. I should have done the guild hall. Although I couldn't have done it because I've got to do this king's storehouse, which is what I'm going to do right now. I have 3 actions I can do. I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to pay the 1 to get the 2 wood. Go ahead and keep the 2 wood. I'll move that up 1. I'm going to get rid of wood, 2 wood. No, 2 brick to move up another 1. And then I could do I want another marble? I don't think I need another marble. I think we'll stick where we're at with those 2 actions. And the next time we can guild hall. Guardhouse. She's loading up that guardhouse. She's got none to collect. She's got none to send. She's got none to free. So she can pay 3 more to move up. 1, 2, 3, and move up. So, shoot. She completed that as well. Wasting some actions is what my mind is going to. She's wasting actions there, which is very interesting. I guess that's part of the AI that maybe balances it all out. All right, it is my turn. I can go to the guild hall. I'm going to discard a gold and one of these buildings to move up 1. And I get this benefit, which is going to be 2 virtue. Okay, 1, 2. Discarding the trading post. I think I'm just going to do back-to-backs and get rid of these things. I've got 4 wood, so I should be able to do it again, and then that. So I got to get some wood and ore here if I want to. I want to try to max out my cathedral. I want to get those 20 points. It's going to be tough, but I think I stand a shot. All right, going to the workshop. She's going to put 2 in the tax stand and discard our little squire here. Move that jeweler over. Okay. We can guild hall again. So we'll do that, and it's gonna. Oh, that's gonna refresh the black market though. Yeah, it was maybe I should collect from the guardhouse first. Although there's no way around it. I'm gonna take another debt here. That's the danger, I guess, of playing in the black market, is you're going to lose that black market refresh phase every single time. I should have gotten an apprentice to help with that, something like the gatekeeper, where I get to take 2 out every single time, but yeesh, not too sure. Alright, I'm going to... Yeah, let's guild hall again. We got to do it. Let's get some points. I don't want Helena to have a lot of workers in here in the guild hall. Because that's going to add up real fast. So I'm paying 4 wood, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and my last building to the discard pile, or it's underneath. And I'm going to move up 1 and gain a benefit, which is a new building and a virtue. Okay. The building I got was the factory. Okay. Alright, Helena is up. Town center. So she is going to arrest... Where do I have the most workers? King's Storehouse, it looks like. Those 3 are going to go to her. That goes well with my last one. I'm going to go to the guardhouse. I collect these 4. I can do 3 actions. I'm not returning for any silver. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to the tax stand, and 1, 2, 3 to the bank to turn over 1 of my debts and collect that right away. So I move up, sorry, 1 more on my virtue. Okay. Had to do that because I was down to just 1 worker, and I didn't want to just take a turn to take back 1 worker. Alright, black market. We're going to go here. So she's going to add a future and lose a... Oh, we forgot. Okay, so I should have... Sorry, here I should have done the black market effect, which would have cleared this. Would have moved this over. Would have given me a loss of virtue and would have given me another debt, is what would have happened. Now on this black market one, she would take this first open spot and get 2 marble and lose 1 virtue. But no future scheme would be added. She's losing 1 virtue and gaining 2 marble. Okay, now it's my turn. And I'm going to move up. Do I move up or do I take all that? That's a lot of money. I could start paying off debts. So we're going to go to this tax stand, lose 2, and we're going to take all this money. Because I need to start paying off these debts. End of the game is almost near, only 5 more builds, and then it's the end. And I'm looking at least 1 more cathedral right away. So that means 4. Okay. Now we're up to Helena. She's going to the king's storehouse, so she's going to gain 2 virtue, which will really be 1, but she doesn't have any debt to pay, so she's okay. My turn. I am going to go to the guardhouse. I can do 4 actions. I'm going to take these 2. I'm going to pay 2 to the tax stand and 3 to the bank to take my 3 workers. And I'm going to spend 3 to the tax stand and 3 to the bank to flip over another debt, which is going to give me a virtue. Okay. Now we're on Helena. She's going to go black market, so she goes on the second one. She's going to lose a virtue, and we're going to add a future scheme to her draw deck. Back to my turn. I think now I'm going to build again, then the cathedral. I'm going to discard one of these marbles and my card. To move up 1, I gain 1 virtue for that. Okay, so I'm sitting at 7. 2 more. I need to get 8 goods somehow. Okay, so that's going to be my next focus, I think. Helena, visiting the tax stand. Going to discard all the money in the tax stand. Going to lose 2 virtue, 1, 2, and take 1 marble. So now I'm going to start trying to collect. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go to the quarry, and that means I'll get 3, or I need to get 8. Combined of 8. Okay. Back to Helena, who's going to do the... Oh, hold on a second. So, Helena doesn't have any workers, so she's going to collect all workers from the large circle. So, everything but the black market and the guild hall she's going to collect from. Okay? So, she's going to collect all these workers. I have not been capturing and sending them back, so she's got to do it herself. So when she does that, she then shuffles her deck right then and there, and that's her turn. She will not place anything, so we go right back to me. I need to just draw from this quarry as much as possible, so that's going to give me 4 stones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 7. I'm 1 away from being able to and I can hopefully use the black market to get the other one and the building card I need, and then I'm just marble and a stone from maxing out in the cathedral, which will be nice. So let's see what she's gonna do. She still does the guild hall. Okay, so she's gonna cover up this one here. She's gonna move up 1. There's no more to discard. Okay, but she does gain the virtue. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn. I'm going to go to the black market. It's going to cost me 1. I'm going to get a gold and a wood to add to my resources. And that's going to automatically start up the black market phase. Both of us are going to lose 1 virtue for being taken to prison, for being in the black market. She's going to get, for most, a debt card. And then we're going to switch these about. Okay, nice. I can go back to the black market for the one more marble I need. All right, no guild hall. King's storehouse. So she's gonna move up 1. Now it's my turn. I have what I need. Let's do it now so I don't reset. Oh no, I need to go to the. Did I go to the black? I did go to the black market. I forgot to draw a card. Yes. I went to the black market, I got the golden wood, and every time I go to the black market, I get a card. So yes, I can do it. So I go to the guild hall, I'm going to discard 8, 7 wood, and 7 stone, 1 wood. That's 8, so I get to move up 1, I get a virtue. That's going to, and I discard this card. That's going to reset the black market. No one's there, but we're going to flip it. Okay, good. We can still get that marble we need. Most in prison is Helena. Nice. That worked out pretty good. All right. As long as she doesn't cathedral, I can at least say that I made it to the thing I was working towards. King's Storehouse. So she's going to move up 2 virtue. Next virtue she would move up. She's maxed. Would be discarding one of those debts. All right. So now it's my turn. I'm going to place here and pay 1 to get 1 more marble. Because I went there, I get another card. Doesn't matter. It's going to be better to do the cathedral anyway. So, okay, one last one. Let's hope for no cathedral. Town center. Where's she going to arrest from? I'm going to guess it's the guardhouse that has the most. So she's going to spend 1 to this tax stand to arrest from the town center. I am going to build with my last worker, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to build the cathedral. I'm going to discard my building, and I have to discard 2 marble and 2 gold. And I get to move up here, and I gain 1 more virtue. Okay, now Helena is going to the black market. She goes to the most expensive one. She's going to lose 1 virtue and get 2 marble. Okay, so now it's my turn. I have no workers, so my only option is to collect a worker. That'll be the only thing I do. Let's collect from tax stand. I've got 1 gold. I've got nothing to build on this last worker, so we're going to kind of just sit around and wait till Helena. And there we go. Okay, so she's going to place on the last one. Yes. She cannot move up and claim anything, so finally she'll take that marble. And everybody gets 1 more turn. Those still apply with my 1 worker. Let's do this. Let's go here and spend 1, 2 to the tax stand, 1, 2, 3 to release my workers, so I don't get a negative. I'll only have 1, but that won't do me any harm. And Helena's last action will be town center. She's going to pay 1 here and capture from the quarry. Okay, so we have completed our guild hall. We've got all of them set, so let's count up our points. I'll go first. I'm going to get points for my buildings. I get 17 for the 2 buildings I made. Guild hall, I have 20 points, so I'm at 37. My virtue, I don't get anything. My debts, I'm losing 4. That's 33. I have 1 gold. That's 30. No, hold on. 37, 33, 34. I don't have 10, and I don't lose any points for 2 in there. So what did that add? 34 I've got. So Helena, she's going to get points for her cathedral is 12. Ah, shoot. 34. I have 34. Remember that, guys. Tell me when we get to it. So Helena has 12 plus 5, 17. She's going to lose 4. That's 13. She's going to get 1 for each. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. She loses 1. That's 24. And then she gets 3 for each one. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 24 plus 15, 39. So what I have, 34 to 39. We lost to Helena. I was definitely thrown off by that low virtue. I worked so hard to get that pushed up, and then I worked so hard on the cathedral. I think I negated these 4 more points. When I was at 34, would have put me at 38. Would have been a little bit closer. Overall, pretty close one, but Helena edged us out. That's been Architects of the West Kingdom. See you guys next time.